Foothills Junior College, Los Altos Hills. What a great experience that was. Illinois boy working on a hilltop college campus environment. Quite a shocker, actually, because the architect's plan and with the landscape architect's encouragement suggested that the top of the hill had to be a little flatter in order for people to walk around the campus without, having staircases everywhere. So we basically had to remove 30 or 40 feet from the top of the hill in order to establish a table for the new campus. And as an Illinois boy, I had the pleasure, thanks to Pete Walker, of doing the initial grading for that, which was shocking. It was a nightmare, to tell you the truth. I'd never seen that many contours on a single drawing in my life. But I think the wonderful thing about that, the architect, super collaborator, and was as interested in the spaces as he seemed to be interested in the building and the character of the buildings. The spaces were as important as the building, and we couldn't have been happier. And I think that there was an excitement about it. Junior college, new college. We were talking new towns at the time, but a new college just was really an overwhelming, what do you call it, catalyst for all office got involved. Sasaki was looking over Pete's shoulder, and Sasaki was looking over my shoulder. In fact, too many people were looking over my shoulder. But I think, if anything, that informed my passion for working with great architects who cared as much about spaces as they cared about architecture. It's the ideal situation for a landscape architect. Of course, the micrograding was probably the most fun of all. The macro stuff was really a pain in the neck. But we were at a time in our career where, and this had to come from Pete from California. It had to be the mound thing. And of course, Sasaki fell in love with the idea of mounds. So we were doing mounds everywhere. Every project that we did had a mound, at least one mound, maybe 3 or 4. Foothills has even more than that. And in fact, we had a sand table in the office for years, where we literally worked with mound shapes and worried about things like coefficient, soil coefficients and all of that stuff. And also we found that we were trying to get away from the more formal campus walk and path alignment, a more romantic style of walk alignment. And mounding, in fact, and berms gave you a wonderful way to create an informal, casual, curvilinear path system. It gave you a reason. It made it feel that those curves had a reason to be curved. They didn't seem quite as arbitrary with mounds. And it also helped, to some extent, control the student movement. Students tend to walk from point A to point B, no matter what you put in the way. But the slightly curved path and a gentle berm seemed to work very well.